this is my plan to make 2026 the best year of my life, and if you want to do the same, then hopefully this video will give you some inspiration on what you could do as well for your life. So this is what I'm planning to do this year to try and improve my life as much as possible. So let's get straight into it. January 2026, this is the starting point, and I made this at I think we're the 13th today. Yeah, 13th of January, and this is a lot of ideas that I've had over the past kind of 2 weeks, because this is, I think, when a lot of people have already quit a lot of the New Year's resolutions and stuff like that already. So for me, my starting point was quite confused about what this year meant for me, and I've had to take some time to actually figure that out. What do I mean by this is, I knew that I wanted trading to be the main part of my life going forward, but I didn't know where I was going wrong or how I was going to figure that out, and I've taken a bit of time to kind of work on that at the moment. Next, constantly waking up late and losing motivation. I had all these goals, and I thought I knew where I wanted to go, but I would have many, and I've already had days this year where I felt off, like I'm not on the right path and that everything's been going wrong. And you might know exactly what I'm talking about here, where there will be days where you just wake up and you go, like, what, why am I doing this? And I know that I'll have days like that in the future, but at least in the future I've got a plan of what I'm trying to follow now, and I thought I'm best writing it out properly from start to finish. Broke as well. I'll just be completely honest here, because I hate to try and sugarcoat things, or you know, I feel a lot of influencers or whatever, or I'm not an influencer, I'm just a guy making videos about what I'm trying to do with my life. A lot of people try and sugarcoat where they're at and stuff like that, but for me, I quit my job 4 months ago, and I've essentially ran out of savings, and I thought trading would be so much easier than what it is, but it's not. So I'm at the point right now where I'm just going to have to go back and get whatever kind of job or whatever, or who knows. I've got to figure something out to just keep getting by, essentially. And the next one, not shredded as well. Yeah, a lot could be said for this with the discipline, the diet side of things. Um, you know, being able to say no is probably my biggest issue. So yeah, coming into the year, I'm mainly focusing on all the bad things. I could say that, yeah, I've been consistent in learning Spanish, or that I've travelled through a lot of Europe last year and I'm coming out of that stage, or I've been consistently learning trading, teaching my friends trading. There's a lot of good things to be said, but I'm focusing mainly on the bad here. So what is my plan for the end of the year, the kind of the level up, the big stage here? By the end of the year, I'm hoping to, number one, not find, because I already kind of know what my purpose is, but to actually live my purpose every day would be the number one thing, where that feeling you get when you go, damn, there was a bunch of hard things I had to do today and I've gone and done them. Like, that's a good feeling today, of just every day being like, oh, I didn't want to go to the gym, but I went anyway. I didn't want to have that conversation, but I did it anyway. I didn't want to get up early today, but I did it anyway. And knowing that you're working on things that actually move your life forward, that for me is like the biggest thing that I want to have by the end of 2026. How am I going to get that? Trading consistent profit, trading through trading consistent profitability. The end goal would be 10,000 a month, and today's been a pretty good day. I mean, I've already made, I think, 1,000 on one of my funded accounts, so it gives me hope that I could actually do it. I just need to, whip my head back into place and be like, okay, why am I not profitable yet? What are the biggest mistakes I'm making? Journaling, back testing, all that kind of stuff. Post content with the aim of getting to 1,000 subs on YouTube, and that's a really big goal, because I think right now I'm at 8. So yeah, I basically go a whole order of magnitude higher, but I'm like, as long as I can make videos I'd want to watch about useful topics and stuff like that, then yeah, we'll get there. Coaching I'm not really properly coaching people right now, so my aim for the end of the year is to help 10 people learn to trade. Um, but I want to, I don't know, I maybe don't feel qualified at the moment because I'm like, well, my own trading isn't where it should be. Like, I can help you with the basics and get them learning trading and doing it, and some days I have good times, some days I don't have good times, but I want to wait until I'm better at trading before I really try and take that off. So it'll be more the content side and practicing trading that'll be the big two going forward, and maybe later in the year I'll try the coaching. Okay, the next big thing would be clarity that I'm looking to get in 2026 by the end of the year. So routine and discipline, which for me would be like, okay, if I'm sticking to a good diet and I'm sticking to exercising well, could I get visible abs by the end of the year? Like, that would be pretty cool. I'm not far off it now, but for me, it's always in the back of my mind of like, okay, what kind of person are you trying to become? And it's looking and feeling my best is definitely up there. Freedom is another huge one, and that becomes from having the money to travel. But you can see it's like the purpose is the number one thing here, and then everything else kind of follows along from it. But yeah, if I had the money to just be like, you know what, I feel like I'm going to go to Spain today. Like, a lot of my friends, well, I know that 4 of them are out in Spain right now, and I'd love to go. And it's just a case of, if I had the money, I would. So step one, how am I going to achieve my transformation from where I'm at now to where I want to be? My foundations are going to be get the big 3 in check. Now you might be going, what are the big 3? Sleep. Oh my god, yeah. I find that as long as I'm getting to my sleep, as long as I get my sleep, I'm good. That's probably the number one determining factor on if I have a good day or not, is just, have you got your sleep? So to do that, I'm gonna hit consistent bedtimes of bed by like 9:30, maybe 10, and then waking up 5:30, because I need to be up at 5:30 every day so that I can trade at 6. The next one, my diet, and this is gonna be, I'm gonna aim for just one high protein meal per day, which for me would be either like a breakfast or kind of lunch. It's usually about maybe 11 or 12 o'clock, and I'll have like 3 eggs, 250 grams of steak or like ground beef, and that for me, I think that's near to 100 grams of protein. Might be wrong on that one, but anyway, it's like a lot of protein that I'm getting in, and then as well have like a healthy snack with a protein shake that's got creatine in it. So a healthy snack could be like fruit, protein bar, yogurt, something like that, with my protein shake. And before you know it, I'm up at like 130 grams of protein at that point in the day after just one meal. And then from there, it's pretty easy to just backfill with like calories and stuff like that to just hit my goal for the day. And then the final big one of the big 3 is exercise, and for me that's going to be doing the gym at least 3 times a week and boxing twice a week with 10,000 step goal daily. So that would just mean like going out for a walk in the middle of the day. So step 2 is, I thought I'd done this one by one, but oh well. Step 2, this is like the big thing, is like once I've got step 1 covered, now it's step 2, which is to try and become successful. The 3 pillars I'm going to be doing for this is trading from about 6 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon, Monday to Friday. I'll be trading, I'll be journaling each trade, alongside I'll be doing back testing, and then I've got coaching calls that I can take as well. So it's going to be like an entire ecosystem of just trading and learning and trading and learning and trading and learning, and do that as much as possible. Then on top of that, content. So during the 6 to 2 window, like, trades for me actually don't take super long, so now I can do content in the meantime, which I want to be trying to post like a reel every day, or 3 YouTube videos a week. So the YouTube videos will be longer form ones, maybe like this, where I can kind of explain through topics and just go, okay, A to Z, here's what I'm doing to improve at trading. And I don't want it to be just trading, because I feel you need to get your entire life up to standard as well. Or, well, let me explain that further. For me, I started looking into a lot of like self-development stuff a long time ago, and then that eventually led me down the kind of personal finance route, and then that led me down the, oh, okay, what you need to do is always like spend less than you make, check, and then eventually you can't spend less than you make, and you're going to have to try and earn more money, so learn a high income skill, which then led me to 3 or 4 years of trying different businesses, which eventually landed me in trading. So yeah, it's like, it's almost like you get your life in check. Trading can be a big part of that, and I want to try and eventually make this whole channel a blueprint of, if you're where I'm at right now, of just like, don't have a job, confused about your life, confused about your purpose, wondering what to do, like, follow, just watch these videos back, and it'll be, here's me going from that exact stage to, you know, what I'm trying to show here for this year, what my goals are, or in the future. You know, I've got even bigger goals and stuff I'd like to reach, but I'm just focusing on this year to begin with. So yeah, make videos about all this kind of stuff, and then to support myself during this time is I need side income, which would be from about 4 till 10, or maybe like 4 till 8, or maybe I'll have to do 2 till 8. I'll just 2 till 8, 2 till 10. I'll figure it out. Basically, in the kind of afternoon slash evening slash like night, 3, 5, maybe 7 days a week. I'll need to figure that out. But essentially, at nights I'll need to work a job, as I need stability alongside trading until I'm profitable. And this is like the kind of truth of, I quit my job probably too early, and this is me dealing with the fact of that now, of like, ran out of savings from my job, and I'm at the point where I've had multiple chances, like nearly 4 months now, to make a lot of money from trading, and I've just not done it yet. So it's a case of, yeah, got to go back now and get some kind of part-time job. I'm looking into that at the moment, either like delivery driving, or Uber Eats, or bar work, or, you know, retail work, just anything that will kind of pay the bills. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Maybe I'd go back and get my old job, but I doubt that. I've just got to see what I do to kind of support myself while I like execute my plan until I become profitable trading. So step 3, and this is like side skills, and this is what I'm calling the small 3, because it's like only after you've done the big 3, and you think, you know, keeping yourself fed, keeping yourself at the gym, walks, all that, and what I would say is, well, yeah, Spanish, which would be like Duolingo, which only takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, or I'm going to maybe do 2 probably long sessions a week on Preply. If you've not used that, it's a really good app for learning Spanish or languages or whatever. Piano and chess I quite like as well, but that just becomes practice only in free time. Like that, what I used to do is think that I had to carve out time for these, and it's like, no, they're just side hobbies in the background if I have time. And reading, reading or listening to audiobooks, and again, that's in the downtime, like before bed and when in the car or on walks or something. It's like, you don't, or what I'm not going to be doing, which I used to think was like, oh, I need to set out an hour a day here to read, and it's a case of, no, it's like, that's what I do to fall asleep, or just because it's something it's making free time useful at that point of just reading things. And then what I wanted to say as well is, if we go back to number 2 here, a lot of the side things have got to fit into this 6 till 2 p.m. window that I'm giving myself. So it's like, when I'm trading, this is got to be my gym time. It's like everything gets sucked out of this trading time. So a lot will be like, damn, I've got 8 hours to trade in the morning. It'll be like, yeah, and you've also got to hit the gym and also get any food shopping done, and also get any, you know, if I'm trying to do a Spanish lesson, it's probably going to be now that I've got to do it as well. And then on top of that, well, yeah, you think that's probably going to take a lot of your time out of the day, of like going for a walk, hitting the gym, making a video or whatever for that day. It's like, yeah, you've just kind of ran out of time at that point. So yeah, if things need sacrificed, it's coming out of here, of like Spanish lesson, random hobbies, that can all just get thrown to the wayside. And the principles I'm following is only focused on inputs and routine. Like I never said here like, oh, I need to get to X level in Spanish. I need to get to this level of proficiency in Spanish. Or I never said like my step is to get to like 100 subs by this date. It's like I'm just focused on the inputs and creating a routine that I can stick to. That's the biggest thing for me. Of as long as I can, yeah, it's I'm trying to work harder on what I can be doing. Um, it's like if I want the outputs I put in the first slides about where I want to be in December, of having the money to travel and being in better shape, and knowing other languages, or like being skilled in hobbies that I like, then I need to just focus on the inputs. It's like put in more practice, put in more time. What can I do right now to move the needle forward? I'm only focused on the inputs and the routine. I've tried to keep everything as simple as possible. Of like, if I can only do 3 things in the day, it's just stick to that basic big three of like, or whenever things go bad, I'll just go back to the big three of just get to sleep on time is number one. Then after I've done that, eat some healthy food, then go get some exercise. Then once I've done all that, it's like, okay, what's the success things? Have I done my trading today? Yes. Okay, have I made content today? Cool. Do that. And then after that, have I gone and made some money until I'm profitable trading? Then that can be ticked off, and then I've got time for coaching. And you can see how it's like coaching will then replace my or coaching will be in place of me doing whatever like random side income work, because now it becomes like I'm profitable enough to not have to do that, therefore I can teach other people how to become profitable. So yeah, I've kept everything as simple as possible. It's down to like 3 things a day, and then ideally, yeah, there should be no time left for distractions or time wasting. It's like, you think, how long is that actually going to take to work almost a full side income job, plus all of my free time becomes trading. Like, I've not even left any time in here for like meeting friends, going out getting drunk, playing Xbox, watching Netflix. All the bad habits that probably 9 out of 10 people do. It's like, if you don't plan in this stuff of when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, then you just don't make time for doing it, and it doesn't happen. And yeah, that's as simple as the plan gets right there. So you can see it doesn't actually take that long to just make a plan and stick to it. And like, these are probably my biggest areas here. Of it's easy enough to write this down, but this involves changing my entire routine and stuff like that. So hopefully this has helped anyone else who's looking at making plans for this year or what they're wanting to do. And I just wanted to share a bit of where I'm at, what I'm trying to do here. And yeah, it'll be interesting to maybe make a video at the end of the year saying like how my 2026 plan went. Yeah, please, if you could as well, subscribe, give this video a like, it helps with the algorithm. And yeah, hopefully see you in another